your podcast, Jay the Usual Multimedia, and all that other fun stuff that we do. All together for the holidays. That's right, I'm going schizo and we're all holding hands. Just so that way we can get you all them special deals and freebies that I was talking about. Y'all thought I was playing, I was just saying. Something I gotta save y'all some money. We got $4.99 in-person photos, digital edits, and we got one free image edit or just a photo in general given to anybody that participates, especially if you subscribe. So make sure to share, like, and comment. The more we grow, the more we show, the more you view, the more we do, and we're proving that this year. Since we didn't do we weren't able to acquire any official fundraisers to work with by name, there is a fundraiser that you can check out at Truckee Supermarket at any location. I think they have several near the New Bedford, Massachusetts area, and you can let them know who sent you. You can donate toys. It's the Christmas season's coming up. You got a couple of other holidays where people do gifts for each other, and sometimes it's just nice for a kid to get a toy, So you can do that. You can donate jackets, which is important for the winter, and of course food, which you can get at the store right there. It's so convenient and so easy, and the price is always right. Not always, because not everything can be right all the time. In fact, sometimes it's better than right. It's just what you're looking for. Oh, you didn't expect that, did you? Oh, woo! See, that's what they call advertising, folks. People forget how to do that stuff in person. They're always using all these digital, fun AI craziness type programs and softwares and wizardry, which I can do that too. That's actually what we've been doing on YouTube recently, but I can do it the other way, the old school way, just in case World War III does pop off, because Biden's old ass just wants to fucking ram everything down to the dirt. But don't forget, Trumpy Dumpy works with that son of a bitch. Otherwise, they wouldn't be pushing the same fucking poison that they were for the past 8 years, huh? But anyway, we're having a lot of fun so far. Plan on having more fun during the holidays. We're doing all these giveaways, fundraisings. We got Fucksgiving coming up in literally a few days. Then we got Black Friday. We're running specials on that too. That's right. It's just, people are missing out if they're not getting involved right now. And I'm asking for assistance. I'm not above that. I'm asking people to hit that share button, subscribe like a son of a bitch. I'm gonna put on some cool sunglasses if I have them. Not just for you guys, but also because it's bright as shit right now and I can't see shit. Oh, of course, everything I have is gonna fall out of this one pocket. Now, hopefully, there we go. I'm not getting in the way of that. So yeah, let's see if people post these photos publicly. You can post any image. It could be of your pets. It could be all kinds of stuff. And it's one free image. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Basically to show people what we can do, and also to get people involved that don't necessarily have the cash this year because of inflation and a lot of stupid ass shit like that. I like this chihuahua right inside of me. It's really awesome. And I said chihuahua and it looked at me. I'm really happy about that right now. My day's complete. I actually was working with Buster the dog earlier today, and my guinea pigs Worcester and Wilhelm for the next couple episodes of our AI edit show. And we've already done a few episodes of that, but we don't really have like an official name for it yet. So if anybody's got a real good catchy name to mix with AI, holidays, and Christmas, there's mainly been the focus so far, although it doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas. It could just be holidays, because we actually mixed in Hanukkah. We did Kwanzaa the other day with the dog. Didn't make much sense. It was really funny. I don't know what the hell pottery has to do with Kwanzaa, but I thought that was fucking crazy. I think there was something like mangoes. Oh shit, look at this. Hey, this guy's picking the wrong time to come through here. There's always something happening on. I don't want to break the thing, but cops trying to get through. Busiest traffic ever. This time, Fall River, Massachusetts gets a little wild. All the way up to New Bedford. Although luckily I'm headed in the way where it's kind of calm. I'm kind of like Rick Grimes when he was going down that highway when he wakes up and all the other cars are all fucked up and he's just on a horse. You know what I mean? Except my horse would be the guinea pigs that I would have to mutate with CRISPR and then give them battle armor and shit because that's a dream of mine. And no one will ever take that away from me. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of pet holiday photography edits, specials, freebies, giveaways over the next couple days, specifically about pets, just because that's what we've been doing at the studio. And then I believe after that, some people started advertising some of our content from the Fall River, Massachusetts photo shoots that we've been doing, not just for the past few years, but we actually have one specifically we're doing this week. Parts of it will be on live broadcast, and other parts of it will, well, pretty much the whole project will be compiled and then shared on places like YouTube, X, TikTok, all the fun ones, you know? Facebook's getting really weird, so we're trying to lean off that. We actually do have a website now that people can ask for in the comments below. Unfortunately, I can't just advertise it like that because there's AI and bots that are trying to hack these things at all times, so you literally have to ask for the portfolio website address in order to get it. So yeah, you can access all of our deals and specials anyway without even having to be on the website. We do it through all of our apps, so even here where you're watching us now. I wonder what people are thinking about right now with the election results, the holidays coming up, with, of course, the shopping season specifically. Thanksgiving, you know, people are just going to get fatter. You know, I'm going to get fatter. That's the goal, really, for the end. You know what I mean? So long as you're fatter by the end of that day, you've done something, really. You know, I don't think you have to chug water or eggnog to do that, but it'll help. It'll help keep you hydrated, and eggnog's bomb. I don't know what else to tell you about that. Yeah! We're gonna get weird. I would normally be wearing a fedora, but I'm inside the vehicle at the moment. It gets a little bit like stuck on this part of the truck. I'm not wearing my uniform for that, but I'm actually headed to another job where I gotta wear a different uniform too, so, you know, I'm not about the struggle. It's not real for me. Look how pasty fucking white I am. Like Casper the Milky Ghost. I don't hate. I don't discriminate. You know? I fuck bitches. Woo! We're having a good time. Yeah, it's gonna be a good experience this holiday. I really specifically like the fundraising for the Thanksgiving time of year because of like I was saying, that's kind of like the shopping time for people to get things for their families and stuff, and sometimes even for themselves because the prices are a lot better. So the fact that we can actually help out other people in those instances, when normally it's like not really necessarily a time about greed, but it's kind of like it's about everything but trying to help out other people that you don't know. I think that's something like really cool that we can do. And of course we have fun with the Fucksgiving idea of like we find the craziest video that we've come across, posted, created, and we even take some from the fans and we play them for my family and we record their reactions. We would normally have like a podcast panel of people that, you know, that we interview and stuff, but the attacks on free speech, we really didn't have any interviews for the past, I think it's been like almost a solid 2 years now, which is really crazy to even say, because we've done, I think it was over 100 interviews 2 years prior to that, and we had like up to 1 million views per episode, and then after that just got wailed on. So yeah, it's might get a little bit hard to hear me while I'm on the highway, so I'm gonna sound like maybe I'm yelling a little bit. I'm working on cleaning up recordings of our like audio, so that way in instances like this I don't have to sound like I'm, you know, berating somebody. Watch our show, you know. I dressed my dog like Santa and had elves attacking him in a friendly way. Check out my Adobe episodes. it's gonna be a good time. It already is. That's how I can tell. And of course, there are people getting really grumpy too. A lot of Grinches out there. So the more I sense Krampus, the more I know we're headed in the right direction. It's a spiteful fuck. You got people with dangerous shit tied to the top of their truck, and they're trying their best to drive near me. I got one in front of me. I got one on the fucking left of me. I can't fucking believe this shit. Look at this shit. Every time I hit the fucking reverse button on this camera too when I'm driving, I'm telling you, it's like there's an AI that's trying to fucking get me killed. Why would this not work right now? Oh, I know. Because I'm a fuck. I'm really scared of being behind this guy. I don't like that shit. So that's where I'm at though. Motherfucking whitey Ford over here don't want to get. You guys are gonna see some road rage today. This guy's cutting into other lanes, and this one's driving fucking 40 on a fucking highway. Jesus, God help me. Someone get me out of this Scottish nightmare. Yeah, you can't. You guys can't hear shit, can you? I can't tell whether or not you can because I can't see the comments, and I'm not reading while I'm driving. So. And I'm certainly not going to try to end the stream while that's going on either. I haven't even had it. I actually recorded one of these the other day. I haven't even had a chance to rewatch it. So I don't even know if the audio was playing in that one either. No idea. That's how busy I am, folks, trying to bring the holidays to you. Not just that, but I've been also trying to pay attention to the new Senate and Congress hearings about UFO, UAP, and the offices that do that, the Immaculate Constellation super secret project that was researching all this UFO shit. And of course there's nothing definitive that comes out, but they keep saying that word definitive, which basically means they're not going to tell you the shit that they, you know, it's like the best evidence that they got and all that stuff. And every time something did come close, pretty much, you know, they wanted to go into a secure skiff. But here's the interesting. There are a few pieces that were somewhat interesting, and I've yet to see somebody completely compile them, but I've started to, and we'll be talking about that at some point in the next podcast like this, tomorrow probably. I may produce that tomorrow and then share it the day after, because we're going to do that pet photography, and we're doing like a commercial release for all this wild shit that we're doing for the holidays. So unfortunately I can't keep telling specific dates and times because so many different things change so rapidly. It's like there's always something going on, and the times are always changing. Or there's something. Oh, why would this guy come back over here and cut in front of me? Come on. I actually have a second camera up today that's recording how people are driving, because lately that's been a real problem again. Probably, I would say it's partly because of the holiday season, and partly because people are coming back. I've already been back to school, and drive that slow? Why drive that fucking slow? Going fucking 40. Yet again, another one on the fucking highway going fucking 40. Here we go, folks. Whoa. Like I said, I record these people and then I show their license plates. If they, oh, this guy's really fucked up. Like that one. And that's the asshole of the day. Asshole of the week, asshole of the month. We go through the entire fucking spectrum out here. Pretty fucking magical, you know. That guy really did look like Santa, like a mall Santa, but fucked up. Not the fun Billy Bob Thornton type either. Like, he was really fucking gone, this guy. Jesus. It's every day. That's why I keep the GoPro. This is what I tend to use. I teach people how to use that to do all sorts of different things. I teach photography, and one thing in particular that's useful about GoPros is you can use them as a pretty good dash cam. They have nice stabilization, good battery life. They shoot all the way up to 5. I think they go all the way up to 6K now with the newest iteration. But I use the 11 at the moment, and I used to have an 8 and a 9. And they lasted for years, but actually the 8 ended up dying out a month after my warranty ran out on it. I was so upset. But the 9 I kind of keep as a backup just in case something happens to the 11. We're going to be trying to do some more space photography too, and videography over the course of the next few weeks. I'm not exactly sure when that episode of Space Face Part 2 will come out, but at some point in the next 2 weeks there will be another one. And that'll actually, I'm actually really excited about that because the first episode was a pilot, so we really didn't even have an idea of how it was going to look. I didn't have any music for it. Now I have actually a pretty solid idea, and now we're getting into the winter months where the sky gets a lot clearer and you're able to see a totally different part of the Milky Way galaxy, which is, of course, really wild to me. The planets as well, the solar system. You get it. I think there was a supermoon recently. That was because it ended up causing some flooding in the Westport and Tiverton, Rhode Island areas. Right here. That was a really cool storm cloud over here. I don't know if you can see it on the horizon there. This camera's not really meant for it, but once we pass this overpass, you can see that line on the horizon. It's like a I don't know if it's necessarily it's the cloud front that was pushed out of this. I think it's a colder air that's coming in for the night, but there's supposed to be rain later, so that could be a storm front. I'm not really sure of the wind direction right now, which is where the confusion's coming from. I'm looking at the tops of the trees and trying to drive safely at the same time. I operate drones as a licensed pilot, and we're going to be shooting some photography for that pretty soon too. Maybe even tonight. It depends on what the weather's like. Like I said, if it rains, that's a no-go, but we definitely will tomorrow or the next day then. I wanted to do it during that supermoon, just because it makes for a totally different scene. I did share some supermoon photos from a month ago, though. No, 3 months ago. I was out at Westport Horseneck Beach over the course of the night, taking a bunch of photos on the beach line, and there was some stones that were stacked for like, I don't know if it's like religious reasons or something, or if it's like, I don't know, yoga and witches and shit. I have no idea, but there was some of that, so I caught some of that, and it was a fun experience. But after that I got sick for like a month, which is why I haven't really produced anything up until the past couple of weeks. It's also why I'm really excited to be here sharing this holiday experience with everybody. I feel so much better now. Oh my god! Oh, hey! I wish Ted Nugent would have changed his name to Ted Nugent. But what are the odds that that's going to happen, right? Like, somebody would have to pay him to do it, right? I don't know. If he would have kept smoking weed, it would definitely have a better, like, odds of happening than it does now. It's illegal in a lot of places ever since he started bitching about it. Which is funny. It's like he didn't realize that was a bad idea. I used to know so many people in college that, and this is weird, in college I knew more people that talk shit about smoking weed, cannabis, whatever you want to call it, than they did actually using the stuff. And I used to have to try to like act like almost like a criminal, like trying to be like, hey man, can you get a dime? And like, you know, like carefully going to people's houses and they're looking for fucking cops and shit. Now everybody's just like out there throwing their fucking packs out in the fucking from the local dispensary, and a sea turtle's got like a joint pack stuck in its nose out here, and I gotta learn about it because offshore wind's upset because it makes them fucking look bad. It's like, you already look bad, motherfuckers, you're killing whales. Yeah, this is definitely a storm front here. I'm seeing it's wrapping around the whole damn city of New Bedford, Massachusetts. Holla for $1, you you're in squalor, then get your free image and for the holidays, and you know, send it to your friends and family. I'm helping people out this year. Yeah, you can get the details on any one of my pages. I'll be posting all the details in the comments below as well, and the descriptions. That's gonna be tonight though. I don't have the time right now. I'm driving safe. I'm not even really paying attention to you guys. I'm talking to myself. Feeding my own ego. Stroking it. I'm not doing anything. I could zoom out, but yet again, you know, I'm not paying attention to you. I'm not touching the camera. The sunglasses makes the illusion that I'm looking at you. And some people, while I'm driving, they'll see me like doing this shit, right? Or I'll even I know how to operate the camera that I'm using for the road without having to look at it. So when I'm not looking at it and I'm just like touching it, people give me the strangest fucking looks ever. It shows you how boring my life is. I get so tickled by these things, you know? Oh. So now that the podcast has gone in quite a bit here, I can start talking about some scary shit. So, those UAP UFO hearings, right? I know of a few reports in the local area that match something that they said they either can't debunk, or is something that they've seen in classified settings or some shit. And if that's the fucking case, right, and it's like cross-verified with stuff people has actually either really did see or think that they saw it here. So episode over the next couple of weeks, because I really want to get a little more information on that, and the fact that the Senate and Congress both verified this shit kind of is like really, and the Pentagon is making me like really weirded out, because these are people that even I was kind of like, I wouldn't really believe at first unless something kind of like matched what they were talking about. And at first, but then I started asking real case where those reports are made, and I didn't even tell them about it, and it matched. And it's really starting to freak me the fuck out. I mean, we're talking about like metal orbs fucking 40 feet wide floating over people's fucking houses, zigzagging over their fucking houses, and fucking like making quick flashes of fucking light and shit. This fucking crazy shit. 300-foot discs and shit. And I know where these places are. I filmed things in these places myself too, and it's like, But at the same time, I kind of, that's why I'm waiting like, you know, an hour in. Feels like it's been an hour. Feels like it's been forever. But people are all pissed off out there. But that's why I got to be careful exactly how I talk about these things, because, you know, I've even seen film shit so scary that I kind of like deleted the stories and don't really talk about certain things, because it would just start trouble that I don't really fucking need, or anybody else does, to be honest with you. Because I'm starting to understand more and more why groups of government people would be like, if you start telling people all of this shit, they're gonna start freaking the fuck out. Because I mean, come on, let's be real here, you know? In what movie have you seen where all of a sudden there's some sort of like either an invasion or aliens start showing up and people are just fucking calm about it, ever, you know? So I kind of understand them, and the more I see shit that's like making me go, what the fuck, you know, especially like you start seeing shit in the sky when you drive in or do another important shit, yeah, it could cause some problems. I mean, hell, look at the response over what they, you know, what they said was the fucking sniffles, and now all of a sudden you got a fucking... It's like, what's the response if something worse fucking happens, where people start shitting their entire guts out, and you don't know why, you know? And everybody that you cough near fucking dies. Like, well, what are you gonna do then? How essential are fucking essential workers gonna be then, I wonder? And no one asks these fucking questions. They're all just like, is Uber gonna have a... Are they gonna get their tips, and can they create a union? You better fucking hope they don't weaponize some other shit. It's like, what the fuck happened last time, if you even think that happened? Why are you even letting it fucking gonna happen again? What? Huh? But I'm crazy. Because I'm giving away these free photos this year. Woo! You're gonna want to check that deal out. It's gonna be amazing. And you're gonna want to check out those episodes I do about how I create those edits. Because, let me tell you, AI comes out with some really demented shit when you try to use it to to do certain edits, and it's quite the fun experience when you specifically focus it on the holidays. Not sure why. But it's been great so far. It's probably some of the funniest episodes ever. I got caught by a giant with a mechanical penis. When I typed in falling in love, there was a dog that became half reindeer, so then it started looking like a greyhound, which is hilarious because it was a beagle. There's a lot of fun stuff we've been seeing and doing. And we want other people to have fun this holiday too. You know, sometimes, and I'm brave. I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm brave, okay? And I'm sitting here trying to tell people the honesty, the truth. And the truth is, the holidays sometimes can be shitty for people, okay? What if you don't have a family, you know? What if something happened recently that sucks? What if you can't afford to get people presents and shit? And these are sort of, and like the homeless people and all these things that we're doing fundraisers for jackets and food and toys. It's like, dude, sometimes it sucks. What about like sometimes you get everything that you want and it still sucks sometimes and you don't know why? There's a lot of crazy shit that goes down. So that's why I'm saying, if we can do our part, there's got to be some other people that are willing to do it too. And what's weird is the more I try to help people, the more the pushback happens, and that's getting really creepy. Now, I'm not really, and that's in general. That's not from everybody. That's just like weird sources that you wouldn't even consider. Like, I asked a fundraiser the other day if we could just like mention their name, nothing back. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not saying that that's specifically like what's going wrong, but it's just like there's a lot of the shadow banning is a better example, especially when I'm not talking about anything. I'm just showing pictures of like a reindeer dog. I don't know. But we appreciate everybody that's helped so far, and you know, when people are doing these things, I don't even care if you mention in us or not, you know. Oh, the S23, very nice. Yes, I actually use an S. I think it's a 21 or a 22. I used both, and I think I even used the S20 as well to actually start off my photography career. And that was I actually got paid for a few jobs using that, using a drone, and I think I had the Sony, which was the initial like why they wanted to hire me, was that I had that and the drone. But the fact that I had the phone, I was able to capture a bunch of stuff on the side, like events and stuff that I couldn't pull out all the camera gear right away, and so I just slide it right out of my pocket. Boom, do a quick interview. Bam, just fucking, even in 8K footage and shit. It's pretty wild what you can pull off with all these things. Like even like a GoPro, it's like, holy shit, you know, almost 6K footage out of something like this. And then, you know, it's not exactly the same thing as what you're going to get from a higher end camera. There's a lot more that goes to it, but at the same time, it's higher fidelity footage than what you're getting with anything else that's been available for the past like 20 years. Things have changed so rapidly. And yeah, that nice guy stuff with the newest phones, the S23, I think, and the iPhone 16, because of their new sensors and exposure times especially, and the AI, out of this world. What else we got in the comments here? Masturbation from Mr. UFO. Well, you know, the fact that they're, you know, making all these inquiries about hybrids and shit, you know, it's it makes one wonder, you know. And then you got No Nut November at the same time, so what's weirder? Oh, what else we got? Don't crash. Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. You know, I never suggest people do anything that I'm doing either, except for, you know, fun, safe things. So don't do this at home, I guess. And we're gonna go for the moment. Like I said, I got another job I gotta go to, but we will be back tonight with another episode of our AI edits, a live podcast tomorrow, and then the pet photography video will be available, I believe, by a midnight release tomorrow. So you'll be able to see that either midnight or the next day. And that being said, thank you for sharing, liking, commenting. The more we grow, the more we show, the more you view, the more we do, clearly, because we're putting out that freebie special, one free image per person. And details will be in the comments and description by midnight tonight on how you can do that. And in-person photography for any locals, you can ask in the comments for the website. And unfortunately, that's the only way we can advertise the website right now, so we don't get bot attacked and hacked. I got to make sure people are real before I actually send them the website. It's a little bit weird at the moment, but once we get enough protections around that website, or I'm sure that there's a better way to do it, we'll have that available for everybody right away. Yeah! Website looks really nice too. I want to see what everybody else thinks about it. I liked how it came out. Adobe did a fine job of their templating, and I did an alright job, I guess. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I put some creepy photos up there too of me with AI putting me in for some reason girl boots, and I got no pants on, and I'm dressed like Santa holding a baby that isn't mine with, I guess, an elf old lady. I don't know. I don't know if it was supposed to be my wife. I have no idea what's going on, folks. You let me know. We'll talk in a little bit.